Hi everyone, it's Scrap Lady here, Sue. I'm gonna again probably post this on both channels or one, I'm not sure. Um, it is Wednesday at 7:30 and I'm home in my own nightie. I got home about a half hour ago. We tried to get the liquid oxycodone, just taking off a band-aid. Ouch, ouch, ouch. From my IV. It was a bleeder. Anyways, and they didn't have it at my Walmart pharmacy that I go to, so Jack had to go out and find another pharmacy, a CVS pharmacy, where they have it. I'm feeling pretty well. Not really having any pain. Taking sips. The key thing, and I might have said this in another video, but I can't stress it enough for those of you who have not gone through the surgery or going through the surgery, take small sips of water every 2 to 3 minutes. Now, I didn't do that the first day because I wasn't specifically told to do that, and I think I was more, I don't know, I was still not, I was still kind of maybe out of it. I was just out of sorts the first day, and I really honestly only drank about 7 ounces the first day because I didn't try. Literally, I did not try. Today, I tried, and I literally took like 2 sips, literally every 2 or 3 minutes, and it worked. My stomach didn't hurt. I drank probably about 60 ounces of water today. Well, water and decaf tea. And I find that I like my water with lemon or some kind of flavoring. And I don't like the sweet fruity flavors. I don't like the sweet jellos, the fruity flavored jellos. They're not good. I don't like them. I did before, but they didn't taste good. They made pudding with protein powder, which was very good. Chocolate pudding, that was very good. And I also had some, what is it called? Carnation instant milk. And that was also very good, vanilla flavored, and that was also very good. I had about 12 ounces of that today, and I had 3 quarter cup of the pudding, 3/4 of a cup of pudding today, and I drank about maybe 50 to 60 ounces of water today, between water and tea. And then we just bought this from Walmart, this sugar-free that I put in, and I like it with ice. I put it in my water, and I'm just going to take a sip like that every 2 to 3 minutes. And with doing that today diligently, I drank a lot, and it didn't bother me at all. So I can have porridge, and tonight I'm going to crush up my meds and some unsweetened applesauce, and I can have that. So it's little bits at a time, but stuff doesn't seem to be bothering me at all. Not having much pain, which is really good. I didn't have much pain through the whole thing. Just the initial, that day, I had from the hernia repair pain, but nothing really bad to speak of. To be honest with you, I've been very gassy today. Very gassy, not burping either. Feels like I have to go, but I don't. I have been urinating very well all day. So I had no problem getting plenty of water in, and I have a strong feeling that I will do my 64 ounces right away tomorrow without a problem. Not right away, but it'll take me the day, but I'll drink my full 64 ounces starting tomorrow. I don't have any doubt. The way I've been drinking today, I have no doubt that I'll get to my full 64 ounces. And then what I'm going to do is just add, just do a spoonful of porridge maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and see how that goes. And with that, I should do very, very well. So long as I can get my water in, which again, I'm having no problem. But if you take a sip every 2 to 3 minutes, and if you need to put lemon in it, or whatever. This is iced tea with lemon, and it's really good. Put it on ice and little sips, and no problems at all. No problems. You think that's going to take me a long time to drink that, but you know, considering how much, this is 32 ounces, considering how much I've drank today, this is really over and above, but I'm just going to get in the habit of continuing it. And so yesterday I just really didn't put it all together right, but that's okay because it's fine. I did what I needed to do today and was able to get home, and I'll continue to progress. Now, my starting weight before surgery was, at surgery, you know, when I weighed in was 250, and at coming home I'm 255, which I'm not surprised because I'm very bloated. Just my abdomen feels very, very bloated. It's not painful. I just feel very bloated. It was overall a very good experience for me. I had no issues. One little thing was the nurses on my floor. It's a general surgery floor, and when I went through the program, they told us, oh, the nurse, this nurse, this nurse. I don't know who they were talking about. I thought they were specific nurses to that group that worked on the floor that were going to be working with the bariatric surgery patients. But the nurses had no idea what I should be drinking, what I should be eating. They didn't push me on the first day at all to have anything. They didn't push me. They weren't even they didn't even care. They said, yeah, whatever you can do is fine. And when I saw the doctor this morning, he said, hey, you just cost yourself another day in the hospital. I'm thinking, no, I didn't. What do I need to do? And he said, you need to sip. And he said, what happened yesterday? I said, I don't know. I just, I wasn't with the program. So he said, okay. So he said, we'll see how you do today. I said, sounds fine. But once I got with the program and really understood that's what I needed to do, and I know they tell you this before, I understand that. And the first nurse told me, I don't even remember, honestly, it was the night of surgery, and I asked her, I don't even know what I asked her. Something to do with something that I might have been joking, I don't remember. Something to do with something, if I could have something to drink or something or whatever, I don't know. Okay, I couldn't drink at all the first day, at all, nothing. And then it wasn't until, so I had surgery at 1:30. I was done surgery by like a little after 3:30 from what they tell me, and then I was in recovery till 5, which is a little longer than what they expected because I think my blood pressure was really high. But I was on IV fluids, so Monday night IV fluids until like 9, 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock Tuesday morning, and then they pulled the catheter out and they brought me my first, bottle of water, and I showed that on a video, and the cranberry juice and the Jello, which I couldn't have at all. Excuse me, it just didn't taste right to me. But the nurse said to me that night, she said, well, you went through the program, you should know what you can have, what you can't have. I was like, yeah, okay. So this is feedback for me to give to, and I'm going to give this feedback for sure. This is where the program is lacking, in my mind. Now, I don't know how other people feel, but when you get out of surgery, you kind of need someone who knows what they're talking about, kind of holding your hand, even if it's not literally holding your hand, but you need someone who knows it. Like the nurses, even the next day, I said, do you think I could have a popsicle? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Do we have a copy of that diet somewhere? And they had a vague copy of the diet that was just very vague. And it was just basically water, Jello, and juice. And they didn't know anything else. And they didn't even know that. They had to go find the copy of the paper. like, he does a couple surgeries a week. I don't understand how you cannot know this stuff. You work on this floor like all the time. They had no clue. And they didn't push me to drink my water the first day. Nothing. They're just like, yeah, whatever. I walked. Good. I did my walking. I was really good with that. But they weren't concerned about me getting any liquids in. They weren't telling me that, if you don't get your liquids in, you can't, you're not going to go home when you need to go home. So my thing is that, you need someone there who knows what you need to do, at least for the first day, and to really guide you. Because no matter what they tell you before surgery, you're not going to really remember after surgery because so much is in your head, and you have the anesthesia, and some people have pain. You don't even know. And so you really it's very important to me to have someone, and this program was not like that at all. So there's going to be surveys for me to fill out, and that I'm going to give feedback, and that's the kind of feedback I'm going to give. That personally, I think that they need someone on the floor that knows the bariatric surgery program, and that knows it very well, and that will work one-on-one with the two patients, because there was only two patients on the floor, that will work one-on-one with those two patients, especially in the first day. You need that specialized person who knows what they're talking about. That's my gripe. It's like, really? Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna have some feedback for them and whatnot, and I don't know if it's gonna make any difference. I'm gonna go to some meetings afterward, to see what other people have experienced and see if they've experienced the same things. I think it's gonna be very important for me to go to these meetings for people who are early post-op, to see if they have any of the same thoughts, if they felt the same way as I did. Again, I have the surgery 100% went well, and everything, but just it can't leave you hanging like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So that's my gripe for the day. I'm very, very happy to be home. I want to thank everyone for the wonderful. I haven't even read them all yet. I haven't had a chance because I couldn't read comments on my tablet. Well, my tablet was fried at the hospital because it was on the table. We were moving rooms, and there was flowers on the table, and Jack was trying to pick up all the electronics, and my tablet was there, and the LPN dumped the flowers with the water all over my tablet, and she picked it up and shook it out and handed it to Jack soaking wet. And then when I talked to the nurses about it, they said, well, you bring your stuff at your own risk. I said, oh, okay. Then I talked to a nurse manager today, and she said, no. She said, if someone steals your stuff because you've left it out, then that's your responsibility. But she said, if we do something careless, whether it's intentional or not intentional, that does that, she said, then that's our fault. She said, this is our fault. And she said, we will replace it or refund you or whatever. So I have to call next week and see about getting money. I said, if you want to just figure out what the value is, I told her how much I paid for it, and I've had it a couple of years, 3-4 years. I've had it a little while. I said, however you want to do it, whatever works. If you want to replace it for what it is, if you want to, give me what you think a monetary value is, that's fine with me. Whatever you decide. I think anything that they do will be fine, because she had a very, she said, no, that's our fault. She said that should not have happened, and that's our fault, directly our fault. And, so I thought that was really good. So anyways, and I had a lovely lady that was in the bed next to me. She was about 10 years older than I am. didn't have that surgery, but had another surgery and had pneumonia and had a lot of complications. She had a wonderful family, and I enjoyed talking with her and her family, and they were awesome, and she was so sweet and everything. So it was nice to have a nice roommate. The second time, the first time, unfortunately, the woman in the room was. In the first room that I was in was very moaning, and I don't know what was wrong with her. I felt very bad, but I knew that I couldn't stay in the room with her because I wouldn't sleep. So, anyways, I am so happy to be in my craft room. I want to create something. I don't know what, but I don't think I'm going to. But anyways, I want to do some cleaning. Has anyone watched Saw Crafters? Oh, man. She showed her room. I give that woman kudos for doing that because it's not quite my room, but it's pretty close to my room. It's not quite, because I can walk around a lot better than what she could. But my room has been like that. And I gave her so much support and kudos for doing what she did, and she got that room cleaned. So I'm motivated to clean my room. And I had Jack bring a lot of stuff downstairs because I've sorted a lot of stuff in the basement, and that works out better for me. So I'm going to start doing more stuff and packing up more stuff that I know that I'm not using, and then having it go downstairs and then sort it downstairs and figure out what I'm keeping and what I'm not keeping. I have a lot of stuff to go through in the basement, but that's okay. I can do that in time, but I'd like to get this room cleaned up more. So hopefully in the coming week or so, I'm excited to get started because I watched what she did, and I was just so excited what she did. It was just so commendable. So I'm going to put her link below, and she had so much guts for doing what she did, and then she got it all cleaned, and it looks awesome. And I feel really bad because now I know exactly how she feels. She has anxiety because once, and no one take offense to this, please, but I'm not the neatest person around. You guys have seen my craft room. It's been a mess for a long time, and once a slob, not always a slob, but once you get into that bad habit, and like she said, it's a bad habit not to pick up after yourself. And when you do a project, I am not in the habit of picking, just like what she does. I'm not any different. And so she just gives me incentive to want to clean up my room and to clean up after myself too. I just want to give a shout out to Saw Crafters. Thank you so much for doing that video because it really touched me, and I know I should get the courage to do the video like you did, but it is giving me the courage to get my room cleaned up and looking nice and feeling better, and then the incentive to craft and put things away after I'm done, or have some kind of system where I have a box to put them in, and then once a week perhaps put things away if that makes it easier, but I have to get a system in place. So I'm excited for that because, I figure I'm starting a whole new chapter. Might as well, get my whole act together if I'm going to get, my weight act together. Might as well get my whole act together. So anyways, I just want to let everyone know, thank you so much for the support and for the kind words, and just so many people rooting for me and just, sending me wonderful, wonderful messages. And thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart. And I will be posting frequent videos. I'm going to put a link to my other channel because most of these videos now are going to go on my other channel. This one I talked about crafting a little bit and stuff too, so I'm keeping it on this channel, but I'm going to put the link to the other channel so that you can watch my updates on that channel too. So here's to a new beginning, a new future, nothing but good and healthy things for me. So thanks everyone. I love you all, and continue to follow me as my life changes. Thanks.